战车世界全面开火！各位呢，今天呢现场呢到场呢来参与呢我们 WG2亚太杯呢第3季总决赛现场的观众朋友，大家好。同样呢，也在我们这一次呢亚太杯的我们总决赛当中，我们一样呢透过呢6个语系呢在做呢全球的一个转播，所以呢也跟呢目前呢在网络上呢收看呢这一次呢我们亚太区第3季总决赛的朋友问候一下，在这边呢也预祝大家跟呢我们说呢6个语系的国家朋友问声午安 ，Good afternoon， こんにちは。安尼亚塞友，萨瓦迪卡。希望呢，今天呢，你们可以呢，透过呢我们网络直播呢，可以见证到呢我们亚洲呢最强的一个车长的一个诞生。当然呢，今天呢，在我们比赛当中，我们这一次的比赛一共区分为2天。昨天呢是排位赛，今天呢是一个总决赛。那我们来看看呢，我们在我们今天的总决赛呢要开始之前，我们先来看看在昨天排位赛当中一些呢精彩的画面剪辑，请看。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're now going to introduce the teams. My name is Benjamin Breaker Novotny. And of course, there's Arte. And they don't even have to play the first match today. They just have to play a single match. We're about to dive into our highlight video. But first, give it up for ELONG. And finally, we're going to have Horsemen coming out on stage. As you can see in this video. It's actually a highlight from yesterday.
1号线的战况
，Christina 被迫往后拉掉，这时候 Christina 先吃了第1发，第2发有跟上，然后现在 Game 在后面想要救 Christina， 现在4台车一定要赶快挤上去。
稍微有一点脱节，中间真被RU丢了一发命战。
对，现在
受到伤害，
但 Christina 倒了，直接倒下 ，Horsemen 先取得1台车的优势，收掉没有问题。
Nice。
现在Arte想要5台车想要回去包夹，可是 Single Papa 血量为什么上来147滴血？哦，现在扶手T50在倒了，可是现在口令要抓掉 Single Papa 了，只怕剩下1发，直接跟上，已经取得4比1的领先优势。Horsemen 这场赢面很大 ，Evan 5916跟 Spencer 在后面在搏斗当中 ，Spencer 看起来可以收掉 Evan 没有问题，场只差2台 T50 Light。
上去的话会刚好打到4台泰本武士的这个壁虎哦，会不会直接抓到呢？这边看到ELONG有没有绕过铁轨线？没有，这边还在犹豫，还在看，下来看一下，有没有看到？好，这边这发是已经看到了。
那这边Fiber的位置相当糟糕
，Fiber被放生，
会被留下来吗？这边
哇，
断
裂
了，
收掉，这边是一个前期的一个巨大优势啊！
拉一次情报，哦，官人
差一点点哎。
差一点点中招，
这个是盲射还是看到？
我认为官人这位置应该只是盲射，因为你看到
差距，
哇，这一发是真的中了，盲到了，哇！
直接从后面来，在这样的一个战术搭配上面，我们稍微要思考一下，就是你自己有一台选一台第3的，就是要等对方去重整，所以你应该去守第2号线，而不是去做太多范围的一个进攻。那如果你放任像刚刚这样的一个ELONG在1、2号线的话，其实他也做不了太多事，顶多就是你第3会。哇，剩20几秒，有没有机会？因为这边看起来 Horsemen 的一个战车的位置好像有点远呢。
对，这样3台车同时站点的话 ，Horsemen 可能要拼一波，拼死继续做一波 reset。这个官人直接再吃了1发，剩下78滴血量。
13秒。
对，这时候重点已经回到了2号线、2号点的攻占，而不是1号点的1号点是一个。10
秒。哇！赶快归零，赶快归零，还没有过去，可以。在这个时间点3秒，哎呀，
来不及了，
应该已经来不及，因为前面还有一个小坡啊。
对，完全来不及了。哦，
最后 reset 到，有完成吗？感觉好像 reset 到了。
没有。
经过呢昨天呢这个3场的这个排位赛当中呢，我们也决定出了今天呢在比赛当中的一个比赛顺序。等一下呢，将呢广告过后呢，我们将进行的是由我们昨天的排位赛第3名的 Horsemen 要对上呢在排位第2名的ELONG。那 Horsemen 的队伍呢将挑战呢我们连续呢2年的3连霸、2连霸的一支队伍，所以呢也希望呢今天的比赛呢绝对会相当紧张刺激。也希望呢，现场朋友等一下不要忘记用您最热情的方式呢，为您所支持的队伍加油打气。那我们进一段广告，广告过后马上回到呢我们精彩刺激的第3季总决赛。 马上呢就要进
to
行呢我们
APAC-ASIA
亚太区呢我
Season
们
3
第三季
Finals
总
of War
决
Gaming
赛。
on
待会呢马上进
We
行
are
的是
your
在我们
hosts
昨天
today.
的
I
排
am
位赛
George
当中呢，
Delavan,
由排名
Tumo
第3名呢要出战呢
Your
排名第2名的队
as
伍
always.，
获胜的队伍呢
Hi,
将
this
会
is
呢
Edison
我们昨天的排位赛
Who
第
is
1
the
名的来自
Silver
韩国
champion
阿泰的
today?
进行
I'm
挑
so
战。
excited right
所以呢，
now.
接下来呢
I
我们精
cannot
彩
wait,
的世
and
纪
your
比赛呢马
play-by-play
上
for
就
the
要
entire
展开
season
了。
and today.
首先呢，我们就用最热情的掌声来欢迎今天的2队的参赛队伍。首先来为大家介绍的是我们台湾地主的代表，欢迎的是我们 Horsemen。
And we have the Horsemen coming out. These guys are last chance salute. They need to win the tournament today to get to the grand finals. It's their #1 target.
Not only that, they have to win the grand finals. They have to
接着
beat
呢，要为大家介绍的是我们昨天的
ELONG,
在
and
排
then
位
we're
赛
going to go to the
第
World
1名
Championship.
的，欢迎的是来自我们中国的
entire
ELONG。
But people stopping them is ELONG. ELONG want to knock out them because if they walk out the Horsemen right now, they are going to the grand final. So this is critical. This is absolutely critical.
All right. So far, we've got of course, they look a little bit older on stream. But,
Here we go.
of course, they're saying we have gray hair, but that's not a problem.
We on the stage now have the biggest match of tonight. I don't care about the finals because this match decides which of these two teams go to the grand finals. Now, Horsemen do have a second struggle. If they do get past ELONG, which they failed yesterday, they will have a chance to get through to the grand finals. They have to beat Arete as well. But ELONG, if they beat Horsemen, will definitely go through. So ELONG do not want Horsemen to get this victory, do they?
I think it's really hard for Horsemen right now because they, as you see yesterday, they are not doing that well, and their commander is somewhat like green fast in the stage. So nevertheless, so even they are doing pretty nice on the season, but this year is totally different for them right now.
Absolutely. They're offline for the first time, if you didn't know that. And actually, I want to test, how many of you guys were here yesterday? Type in #BananaRush, because you guys know what we're talking about. But let's go through the rules of today. They're absolutely the same as yesterday. It's the same as the team battle mode inside the client. That is, all attackers have to destroy all defenders or capture a circle. Defenders have to prevent that from happening. If there is some sort of tie from timeout, the defenders win. That's it. It is a best-of-9 situation, which means first to 5 points, we're playing on 2 maps. If it's drawn at 4 apiece at the end of the 2 maps, we will make a tiebreaker. The person who made the fastest move, the absolute fastest attack, gets to decide if they're defending or attacking on the tiebreaker. That is it. We are no longer in round robin. There is no more rules. It is single elimination. You lose, you go home. Simple as that. So the prize fund for today, 8,500 for third place. No one wants to go home with that. Second place, 20,000. Not bad. But number one, 60,000 USD and Razor Death Adders. Now you can't say no to that. Absolutely beautiful mouse. But remember, not only that, if Horsemen get number 1, they go through to the grand finals, which is even more important, I think, than just that money. Whew, that's it.
Yeah, and now here comes out the bans and picks. I would not be surprised to see ELONG take the ban on Himmelsdorf or Ruinberg going up against our Taiwanese Titans, our underdogs for the day, the David Horsemen.
Well, they are the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. They need to do this. They need to pull it out. They need to dive forward and defeat everyone yesterday. We did see last week, if you guys were tuned in for the WGL Europe, we saw Castle Crew come back from losing first game to come back and beat everybody and win the whole thing. This could happen with Horsemen, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think you can see the ban pack make right now. The ELONG still start to ban the city map.
Yeah.
They know Horsemen are
I want to see
pretty nice
Himmelsdorf
on the city.
I want to see Himmelsdorf. We didn't see it yesterday until we saw no Muravanka either, and Muravanka goes out. These teams do not like Muravanka. I wouldn't be surprised if Himmelsdorf is the next ban. I'm going to put money on that. I'm going to rip out $100, put it on the table.
Okay.
That is Himmelsdorf as next ban.
I'm going to bet another one.
You're going to join that one.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that the second ban coming out from Horsemen could be Clivs. Just a gut feeling.
Want that money,
yeah.
take it back. I got that bet in the bag.
Well,
but okay.
What on earth? We only have 3 bans.
I
wait.
think that's Cliff. I think it's Cliff.
Why is there 3 bans? Or have we just not got the update for the 4th ban? Tell us the 4th ban. What is the 4th ban?
I want the 4th ban. You can't handle the 4th ban.
Apparently not. Apparently
Yeah.
we cannot handle the 4th ban.
Indeed.
I hope this isn't a 3-map game. We had it in the grand finals last month, 3 maps. We just told you all.
Okay,
there it is.
it's a Cliff.
Cliff, you got it in 1. Nailed it.
Yeah.
It is.
Put it there.
Woo.
Put it there. Yeah?
You got it. You nailed it.
So
okay, so we have first map Steps, second map Prokhorovka, or other way around. But these 2 maps have been played like every single game. Which one do you think ELONG picked up, Steps or Prokhorovka?
I think I pick Prokhorovka.
Prokhorovka,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's more rush style, so
Yeah?
I bet that ELONG is more confident about their personal skill.
Okay.
Yep.
We're going to see... Oh, you got it right. We are 10 for 10 here, guys. 100% on the ball. Prokhorovka is first, followed by Steps. Fantastic. Good going. I think we can trust on the analysis today. Sometimes I think you're rolling those dice is come up. We should go betting after this. We should go to the casino.
Oh, no.
I feel like we're lucky.
Gambling's illegal in Taiwan, but no one says you can't play poker. We're about to get into the map intro, but just real quick before we go in, I want to say this is a throwback to Week 1 and Week 2 of the Wargaming.net League Gold Series. Of course, going to look at all those young tankers in the audience, I might add. Look at these guys.
First game. We're going to see Prokhorovka. Yesterday we saw the Horsemen charge forward on every map, almost. Yeah. I think of all their battles, 2 maps they decided to actually play it safe, and those were on Steps. Yeah, Steps. On Steps, when they were defending, they actually defended reasonably calm. They didn't they were not so aggressive, right? Yeah. So I feel like Steps is definitely their map. They have a better chance on it. But also, Prokhorovka in Europe, constantly people were winning from YOLO rushing.
Oh, really?
It was actually working quite a bit. So I think this is actually, they've got a chance. They've got the right maps for it at least.
Yeah, okay. But when you YOLO rush, it quite depends on your personal skill. It depends on how you cover your teammate, how you focus fire. But on this side, I think that ELONG is doing much better than Horsemen. But another one is on the tank selection. ELONG is still familiar with M1319. When you YOLO rush, it's quite dangerous if you got too much M13, because when you guys engage, you're still on the loading time,
Yeah, if you're in the AMX 1390, in that first engagement, you haven't loaded. You've got normally another 5-6 seconds. That's 2 shots for other tanks. It can put you behind. And also on the engagements, if you have autoloaders loaded, you have an advantage at first. And then it looks like the other team have lost, but you've got to keep an eye on those autoloaders. If they're still alive, that's where the damage came from. And as soon as they've unloaded, it's 45 seconds where they're going to be absolutely useless, and the battle can completely turn around. Yeah. So it may look like it's going one way, and then those autoloaders run out of bullets, and it flips the other side. So keep an eye out during those massive brawls that will certainly be happening very soon. Now, what can you tell us about Prokhorovka? For the people who were not here yesterday, what are we expecting to see on Prokhorovka, Edison?
Okay, on this time, I think the Horsemen won't rush like yesterday. If they're doing the same thing like yesterday, that means they didn't learn anything from yesterday.
No.
It's worse, I think. It's worse than you lose any game.
Okay.
So I bet they're gonna have something different. If they got less autoloader, maybe they can just charge. But if something they didn't get a really nice chance, I think they're gonna change something different. Maybe take a different route.
Look at those young horsemen in their booths.
They're not wearing their masks though. Where's their horse mask?
Indeed. They can smell the ozone in the air. They can smell the ozone in the air. It's not fear that grips them, but it's a heightened sense of things.
All right, though. But we reckon that it's going to be an even match. We hope that Horsemen are going to be performing. But what do you guys think at home? Throw into the chat, throw on Twitter. Who do you think's going to win, Horsemen or ELONG? I reckon the Horsemen have every chance. But we're going to quickly look at what the map is going to store for us. So we are on Prokhorovka and we are ready to rumble. Will the Horsemen charge into the abyss, or will ELONG be able to defend against it? That's the question. Take us through it, Edison.
ELONG, the leg, okay. I think the ELONG shouldn't charge them directly because they got autoloader. They're gonna try to avoid any direct engage to the Horsemen. So on this flanking, they're trying to go to the west part because of on this way here, it becomes a short hill there. If someone come here, it's gonna be a really nice spot. So if you got some sniper in these two sides, you cannot, no one can stand on this side. But Horsemen they take it another way. They're trying to stand here, but because there is got a line of bush, they got really nice cover, so I bet the Horsemen cannot see them. They have to relocation as soon as possible. Maybe.
Okay, well, we're going to find out soon enough if that's what they did. In fact, they are relocating right now.
Indeed, and right now, I just noticed that their loadout, they have 4 RU-251s, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to try and capitalize on making distance their friends while going with this capture. I think it's going to be a slow and steady push.
Absolutely. The Horsemen went for a direct engagement. They rushed into the middle. ELONG were like, we're having none of that. The Horsemen are charging in formation. Let's avoid that. It seems like they are worried about the direct confrontation with the Horsemen, and they've decided instead to play the long game. What do you think, Edison?
Yeah, because they got an autoloader, they cannot get a direct engagement. And the map has got a lot of change on the west part, so they decide to use the way, like they show here, they decide to use the bush on the west part, and one tank might be capturing, and then they take the way as a shell, trying to sniping them. But in order to resolve such problem, such a situation, it's quite easy, I think, because they don't have any eyes on this part, except this one. But
well, Spencer failed to get the RU, was it Spencer? Oh, GRB. He failed to get into position. He was spotted, and I don't think he's going to put the cap pressure on. Horsemen are waiting for it, though. They're in very good defensive positions, waiting for this. I think the Horsemen have calmed down. They're not so suicidal.
Yeah. They learned something from yesterday, I think. But right now, they have to think about one thing. Capture point is on the north side. There must be some spot point on the north, but no one do that right now. It's sort of dangerous there.
It is a little bit dangerous, but I feel that they know where ELONG are. And here comes the 12-ton skirting, playing with that cap zone. Is he going to put the pressure on? Yes, he is. The pressure starts.
Greatest camo rating tank at tier 6, or excuse me, a very strong one thereof, very tiny tank, is hiding in that capture circle in one of the bushes. Now we have the pressure on for ELONG, and they are going to be forced to play just a little bit into the hands of Horsemen here.
It's very unlikely he's going to survive, though, because there are not many bushes, and it's very easy to take some blind shots, especially with the lineup they have. So this is unlikely to draw out the Horsemen if they have a line of sight, but there's a good chance they cannot see him from there. And as Edison say, they have no one in the north. They can't easily decap. So Horsemen are going to do a full push. They're going to actually come out here and try and contend.
Right now, I mean, thus far the exchanges have been pretty even, 2 shots for 2, and now as I say that, Gorilla does take 257 to his hull while charging nice.
Okay, they're doing really caution here. They use the T-59's advantage, the top torrent, that's right.
Oh, ELONG were doing the bait and switch. They did not actually go for the cap. They abandoned the cap and go for the straight fight instead.
And now this is where hell unfolds on the Horsemen. They are being pushed back. The apocalyptic countdown timer is now being carried out for ELONG as they carry out both Rex and Feluso out of this game. Horseman Gorilla now at 1 shot. Colin coming into shield, not helping out too much. 424 off of Nightmare as he does deal out 226 on the Colin, and the exchange is all but over. Take it away.
Horsemen are down to the last 2 big combat tanks. They're completely outnumbered. It feels like ELONG got the better advantage there, even though Gorilla managed to survive much longer than he should. The focus fire and positioning of ELONG just was far superior. It was a successful bait and switch. They put the cap pressure on, they lured the Horsemen out, and they destroyed them. Great ambush tactics there from ELONG.
Well, yeah, as you say, they got much better the focus fire, and then they know how to cover it. But, on the engage, there's one tank on the Horseman, they flanking to the north side. I don't know why did he do that. It's a big mistake because of, on the middle of the engage, they are not that different. But one tank escaped. I don't know why. Maybe he got a low hit point or something. But if he's still there, he can offer more supply. Much better than when he still stand on north side. I don't know why someone's go to the north side.
It actually happens a lot when you have, let's just assume, a random collection of players get put together. People with higher stats in general often in pub games survive. So they get low HP, they reposition and survive,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So this could just be a natural reaction. He gets low HP, instead of trying to stay in the fight, get that one extra shot off, he disengages to survive. It doesn't work in 754, it doesn't work in team battles. When there's 15 guys, there's always someone to replace you. You can get full back, escape, get in a better position, start sniping. The battles are a lot longer. In 7 versus 7, it doesn't happen that way. You've got to stay in the fight until you're dead. Get as much damage off as you can. I mean, repositioning can happen, of course. I'm not saying you should always stay there and just die. But in an open field battle like that, he was removed for the entire engagement.
Yeah, yeah, because there is still a ton there. You know, he got over a lot of cover, and he still can do the sniping on a much shorter range. But when you flank into the north, you cannot do anything there. You know, cannot do any support. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Horsemen are doing a lot better than he did yesterday, though. They
yeah.
look a lot stronger. ELONG still looking good, though. But ELONG looked great in their first game against Arete as well, and then decided to go ahead and lose the entire series. So, you know, your first game isn't everything.
Like I said, they look calm and collected just a little bit. I think they realize maybe in some ways this is what everyone kind of expects at the end of the day. I mean, like, this is what I guess everyone was predicting the second day would have rolled out to be. Horsemen versus ELONG first, and then Arete sitting comfortably behind this. So I think what ELONG, like, their mindset presently is like, okay, we made it this far. We're going to get some money. Why not try a little bit harder and get second prize, and beyond that, beat a team that's stronger than us?
Well, I don't know. I think Horsemen here have got everything to gain, and ELONG want to knock them out, because remember, third place is the absolute worst thing that can happen to ELONG. Like, they needed to already qualify for the second day. If they had qualified for the second day, in first place yesterday, then they would have knocked Horsemen away from the grand finals. Then they could relax. And right now, if Horsemen beat them, they have a chance. They have to beat Arete, but they have a chance to get to the grand finals. And that all depends on Arete's performance. And if Arete don't perform well today, for whatever reason, the Horsemen could beat them. And that means they're not going to the grand finals. They cannot afford that.
That's absolutely right. Adding to, I mean, just the amount of training, the amount of time that ELONG puts into their practice regimen, their time and everything else in between. This is a team with only 7 players. They have no bench players. They practice on a bad day at 5 hours a day playing this game. But it's also interesting to note that Arete is only a part-time team, but has won versus ELONG at the Season 2 Grand Finals. The Season 2 Season Finals in Korea a long, long time ago.
Well, it's hard to compare the two teams because, yeah, they are training in very, very different styles. But ELONG did lose yesterday against Arete, so maybe they're just training the wrong way. But anyway, it's game number 2. Horsemen are defending for the second time here on Prokhorovka. They really don't want to lose 2 in a row, but it's not over if they do. It's ELONG on the assault on Prokhorovka. Game 2, ELONG 1, Horsemen 0.
Okay, they have the same setup, I say, but you know, my computer is done. No, whatever. So I think this time ELONG also they cannot escape the direct engage to the Horsemen too, because it's working on the first time. Maybe they're gonna try the second time, and then they know we got more autoloader. We don't want to direct engage to them, but on this moment, I think the Horsemen gonna try something different. They have to know about that. On the west part is totally different right now, so maybe they can send someone for goal near the road. It's a short hill, you know. You can spot your enemy there, but
well,
this time
it looks like they're doing the exact same tactic as last time. Horsemen rushed to the middle. It was dodged by ELONG. ELONG are now setting up in the west again, and for the exact same response, Horsemen go and take the center. So it looks like both teams are deploying in the exact same fashion. The first minute happened in the exact same way.
But this time the Horsemen put the goat here. It's right. You know, last time they didn't do anything there.
They fixed it. They fixed that tactic.
Yeah. If someone captured this one, go here is more safe because of the distance.
Look what's happening with that guy. You just said was in the right place. Where's he going? He's gone south. He just left that position and gone south, my friend.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's leg. Okay, it's leg.
Same loadout, different play, and shots are being exchanged. Looks like right now, indicating by the light bulbs that are not lit up on the screen, this is just blind fire.
Well, I would argue it's a different play because it's very, very similar. The AMX 12 ton is making its move towards the first cab. It's debating whether it's going to go. So I really feel like the intention from ELONG is exactly the same. And Horseman's reaction, removing their northern protector, I'm not sure that was a good decision. I think they should have kept him there.
Yeah. This time they still have the same strategy. I mean the ELONG. They still use the same strategy, but the Horsemen's reaction is not that good at all. Because this time they still give up the north part for spot. This one not only for spot, it can take reset really easy because you know the sniper on the mid-east. You got a long range to reset a capturing, but they didn't do that. It's so risky here. And then if they go to the middle again, they cannot be sniped.
But they do have 70 seconds, and they are repositioning again to the north, which is exactly what they need to do. We're going to watch now to see if the decap actually succeeds. But this isn't what their plan is. Their plan isn't actually to capture. So will the bait work for the second time? I'm not so convinced.
We're just waiting to see what happens. I mean, Horseman is forced to respond here. The the capture is getting closer and closer to the halfway point, already there now. We've got Faluso trying to get into position to line up some kind of a shot to get the reset, but instead he himself reveals his own position, backfiring.
It's not exactly backfiring. This great overwatch here by ELONG, preventing the decap, but this time the Horsemen do their classic YOLO. Here we go, into the fray. Calm the Horsemen. They need to get this victory. They need to successfully defend this. The cap isn't going to work, but that wasn't the plan from ELONG all along. Look at the damage coming out. Actually, it's a lot less than it should be. ELONG messed their opportunity up.
And of course, there's a yellow swag coming in from the south. It's Spencer TW, and that looks like it's not quite panning out too well. It looks like, though, Fox TS is going to be singled out. 271 damage off of him, 313 off of his neighbor in the background, 229 off of Rex 0029.
But what's up? That was an accidental collision, but one tank is down for both teams. Make that 2 tanks for ELONG. Horsemen have the advantage. The crowd goes nuts, but there's 700 damage behind. They need to pick the paces. Another guy gets focused down. That is 2 down. The Flying Unicorn down for the Horsemen.
And now it is turned into a 5 versus 5 in the tier 8 fights. If I'm not, it's 4 versus 5 in the tier 8 fights. We're having Reflection getting piled in on Rex, trying to line up the shots, but he's already at 50% HP. He's most likely to be focused on next.
It looks like Nice is getting focused down now. They're going to go for NG, and they did go for the round. They actually tried to save HP.
Beautiful.
But Rex is down to 1 more shot, and he will be finished off, but they're going to try and take out the battle. Reflection, he needs to be focused down, but they missed the shot. But it doesn't mean that they're out of this just yet. They are on the defensive, but they should clean up this fight because they cannot retreat. At the moment, they're completely surrounded. They get one shot. He leaves Reflection alone. He turns back. They're regrouping in the middle, but I'm not sure they're able to do that. They missed Black, and Black takes out 2. 2 shots for Black, 2 kills, and they now need to focus him. Oh, he's burning! Black is burning. They needed that because can they save their ally? Whoa! There is. Oh, wow. Neither die. I can't believe it.
This is insane, the situation that we have. It was favored and it was tipped in favor of Horsemen from the very beginning when they got first picked off Fox TS. But now, I mean, as we see this unfold, it's a 2 versus 4. Yes, all tanks are low HP, save for, of course, GRB and Gorilla. But this is a fight that I feel head-on. Horsemen will not win unless RNGesus gives them all the love in the world, especially now with none gone.
Well, it was just bad shooting there by the Horsemen. The amount of shots they missed is just unbelievable. During those massive skirmishes, it was just so many missed shots from the Horsemen. They had so many opportunities to win that, but they let tanks go. They missed critical shots. Horsemen are too scared. They're jittery with their mouse or something because they missed far too many shots.
Yeah, but this time in the beginning they're doing right strategy. They're trying to rush from the north side to kill someone capturing. That one's alone, so they take the hit point advantage there. But after that, on the short range engage in the personal skill, the cover fire still decide the result right now.
Yeah. It was interesting. ELONG messed up their advantage. Horsemen managed to get across the opening, get into cover. They managed to be together with very, very good HP considering. So they broke the ambush, but then the open fight occurred, and Horsemen's communication was poor, their focus fire was poor, and their shooting was poor. This team just didn't do well in that skirmish. They've normally done better than that.
Yeah, but they got one chance to win when they see 2 targets. One is M13, and now one RU251. But they choose the RU251 and go to a lower part. When you use the if they choose the M13 first and they use the advantage of the torrent, I mean the T54, when they're uphill, they can win every tank there, but they decide go to a lower part, and the M13 take time to reload, I think it's really critical decision there, that's why they lose this one.
Yeah, I would agree. The thing that I was watching though mostly was the amount of missed shots, the amount of times that Horsemen had the advantage, and then what Black went in there, destroyed 2 tanks, and got away in the middle of 4 Horsemen.
Yeah.
4 Horsemen versus Black, and Black kills 2 and gets away. It was unreal. And not only that, in the Southland it was 2 versus 1. Again, one Horseman dies and he gets away in 1 shot. So 2 guys took on the entire Horseman and get away with 1 shot left, but getting kills each. 3 kills, just 2 versus 7. That is horrendous individual battle performance there from the Horsemen. They need to step up their game when they're assaulting. I don't know what it is, if it's the nerves of the crowd screaming or not, but ouch.
Yeah, if they they didn't miss like 1 or 2 shots, maybe they can reverse this one. But it's somewhat different
It was
here.
far too many. Far too many critical shots missed,
Yeah.
let alone anything else.
Beyond that, we saw Reflection get away and live to fight another day. He just put himself on the other side of a hill, and we just couldn't see the shots line up from Horsemen to take him down.
Yeah, we were just discussing that. It's simply that 2 of the tanks, it was Reflection and Black, took on all 7 Horsemen. Literally, just the 2 of them, basically, and they got away, both of them. It was really bad shooting by Horsemen. Really bad.
I mean, coming back to it, however, for those of you just now tuning in, we've had a huge spike in viewership today. This is the first time that Horsemen has ever played on a stage, according to our APAC-ASIA region expert and also pro analysis, Edison.
Yeah, but this time I think they are doing much better than yesterday, because this time they're doing right strategy.
But they're playing worse in their shots.
Yeah.
If Horsemen played their shooting ability yesterday and their strategies from today, they would be doing they would have won that last game. But they're actually shooting a lot worse today, but they're playing more smarter. So maybe their captain's feeling better, but their individual players are a mess.
Yeah, but maybe they need time to warm up. We still got a two match on the
That's
Pocanova.
right.
We're gonna see that.
They're not out yet. It's just bad performance on 1 map doesn't mean that you're out completely. Horsemen now on the offensive will have to pick up the pace. They will just have to do better. They have no choice.
That is absolutely right. I mean, they cannot afford to lose this set, because if they do, they just walk out with, $8,500 US and lose a shot at the World Championships. If they even have a shot at the World Championships, they should at least try and go for it.
But here we go into game number 3. It's 2-0 currently to ELONG, so ELONG fans out there must be very happy. But now it's their time to defend and the Horsemen to assault. So, Edison, what's happening?
Okay, this time they go a different way. Right now, you can see that they flank to the. They're trying to go to the hill. Maybe they guess that ELONG cannot defend the capture circle on the northeast. So if someone defend there, they rush to the east side. They're gonna get an advantage there, because the map has total change. But right now, they didn't see anyone there.
Oh my God, I've not seen a hill play in God knows how long. They've obviously been studying the map changes and realizing that this is a lot safer. We were talking about this yesterday. So long as they receive this unspotted, but wait a minute. Do they know about this? Reflection is actually scouting this strat.
Someone would spot him, but spot him.
He spotted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was a massive misplay by what's his name? Fulusu?
Fulusu Desu.
Yeah, Fulusu. He was on the left-hand side. Why was he not rubbing against the red line like everyone else on his team? He got spotted. Their strategy is utterly ruined. What a misplay by him.
Here comes the interception from ELONG. They're getting ready to line up just where they need to, and Horseman is continuing to play into this trap just a little bit.
I feel that Horsemen have to be careful here. If they engage like this, they're going to get destroyed. They've got to back off here. ELONG are ready for this. They spotted you. Did you not tell each other? This is a bad situation. Spencer's been hit down to half HP. He's the guy in the north in A6, if you guys didn't know.
And of course he is scouting, but right now it's exchange of fire. We do have some kind of, that wasn't a full-blown base capture initiated just yet. Horseman doesn't have the sufficient positioning at this moment. Instead, what they're just going to try and do is, there we go.
Amazing shooting there, really, really picking up the pace here.
Indeed.
Nice and GRB go down to half and, 1 shot damaged. But that's still a damage advantage that they're going to have, and they're putting on the cap pressure now with an HP advantage. That's actually a good position, don't you think, Edison?
Yeah. If the Horsemen want to use such position, they should have someone sniper on the hillside, because on the hill it can really easy.
Oh, that was a shot from the T-49.
Really?
I believe so. I
No,
think so.
it
That was
wasn't. It was
Guanren, right?
It was a triple shot.
Oh,
There's
sorry.
no T49s on this
My
map.
mistake. My
But
mistake.
he got triple tapped in the north there. Actually taken out. Really, really good shooting by ELONG. They didn't rush their shots. They probably communicated and said, okay, ready, shoot. And then all 3 shots come in and take him out. But really
Amazing.
good play by ELONG. But 18 seconds, they've got to make their play soon. The action is about to begin.
50%
Oh, it's a reset.
and reset. 50% and reset. And now this game is, I feel it's gonna, the pace has just been lifted as now we've got Gorilla lit. He's down to 1 HP and gone. Now we've got Horseman's none, as well as Colin trying to light up Black CN. He's losing a lot of HP, but instead it will be Colin who goes down first.
But still, Nice is still not knocked out. Where is the focus fire, Horseman? You're letting guys on very low HP survive. You cannot let this happen. To finish out Nightmare,
Oh.
he goes down. They need to finish off. Nice, he's still able to put the DPS in the back, and they haven't found him yet.
It's 3 versus 3. All of them one-shot takes coming from Horsemen. The
Oh,
question
bounce.
is- No, there's one bounce. The second and follow-up did not quite count. We've only got 426 HP remaining here on
Letting
Flying
Nice
Unicorn.
get away costs them the game. 1 HP the entire battle, constantly shooting, putting out the DPM. Absolute massive failure by the Horsemen yet again of not finishing off these tanks and letting them escape. Absolute failure on their part to focus fire. Edison,
Yeah.
you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. But even Horsemen play better than yesterday. But ELONG also, they play much better than yesterday. Today, wow.
Arete must be scared. They were
Yeah.
watching these guys in the audience. They must be nervous. But that was again Horsemen's. Second game was Horsemen's. Third game, Horsemen did everything right. But then when the battle occurred, their focus fire, individual skill was just too low.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Yesterday they were fighting a lot better. Or is it, actually, to say fair, is it ELONG just playing that much better?
That was the team manager just on camera now, and he looked very, very contented. He's like, yep, just another day at work, and well, Horseman's over there, and they're thinking, well, it's just another day at work. But who knows? I mean, we've seen them take it from this position before into a tiebreaker game and then get a win versus Charlotte Tiger, denying their spot at the Season 3 Grand Finals for WGL APAC-ASIA. The question is, can they do that here? This is that game that counts the most.
I'm going to
This
call
is that
out our
match.
audience member there, saying that I said that Arete is scared of them. I never said that. I said that Arete, watching this battle, must be concerned about ELONG. I said, I can't remember my exact words. I didn't say, like, they must be frightened of their performance, which actually means that they're going to be more nervous than yesterday. They did beat ELONG 5-3 yesterday, and ELONG looked stronger today with their performance against Horsemen than they did yesterday, which means if the games yesterday was close between Arete and ELONG, today's games might be even closer. That must make Arete a little bit more nervous. That's what I'm trying to get at. But thank you for picking up the fact that I was being too ambiguous. All right, next battle. Horsemen do not want to go 4-0 down. Again, that has not happened this tournament yet. It's always been at least 3-1 at the end of the first map. So, Horsemen, what do they have to do to pick up this win?
But that's a personal skill. On this moment, you cannot improve it right now. But on the positioning, they can do it a little bit better. Like when they want to tackle a defensive strategy, like you are assault side, but you already reach the capture point and doing really pretty okay on defense. But the hill side is good, very, very nice sniping position. If someone there, they can make more damage before they charge or even the ELONG charge. The hill side offer really nice position for them, but no one take that.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. So, can Horsemen do it? Will they be the first 4-0? Let us know. 4-0 or 3-1? Who's going to win this battle? Horsemen versus ELONG. 3-0 currently to ELONG. Horsemen got everything to play for. They desperately need this win. They do not want to start the next map on a 4-0. It's a horrible situation to be in. Let's get the battle number 4 underway.
And let's not forget to start hashtagging WGL and start tweeting your thoughts on today's tournament, guys. We want everyone talking about the APAC region.
All right, here comes the formations. What are we seeing?
Okay, I see the Horsemen doing pretty similar strategy again. They want to take the route for east first. The purpose for them is to clear the east side, and they can kill one spot here, and someone sniping here, spot here. It's pretty okay for defensive and take the time. Someone go to the capture circle and attract them out. It's a hook, but if they cannot make it really okay, because on such position, on support side it's not that easy because of the distance. It's like 300 to 400 meters. If you don't charge, how do they solve this problem? it's still back to the personal skill. So
Yeah, it's going to be hard. This map is totally about the open field brawl. It's ever since the changes, since the last patch, it's more and more about the open field skill, the battle. I just want to point out, I didn't like the way the Horsemen climbed that hill. They have too many guys that are on the left-hand side of the cliff. I guess they want to be spotted because they're not going to. I mean, they're just opening themselves up to getting shot by ELONG as they do that. But opening shots are exchanged. Nothing's connecting so far.
Indeed. I mean, like right now we see some close hits, but or close calls, but no hits, no connections, nothing just yet. And I feel like, honestly, the spirit of Horsemen going in this, I don't think, I have to just be not entirely judgmental, but I think there's a part of them that doesn't care what the results are anymore. They're trying their best, but they don't care what the results might be.
yeah, but this time let's say a sniper layer. I think they do a little change from the earlier strategy, but this time I think the positioning is much better because they use the TV4 just show up turret. They don't want to go that too far, just waiting for enemy coming.
Well, the cap pressure is on. Will Horsemen be able to do the same as they managed to do last time, but instead win the brawl? They are getting the extra damage out against ELONG, which is what they need to do. They get the HP advantage, slowly whittle it away, and when the main combat starts, that's when they have to win. That's when they have to overwhelmingly win.
It looks like this went, at least according to plan, for Horsemen thus far. The question is, can ELONG break through this or not? Can they break these cuffs, is the question.
Can they?
Oh
this
my
is great.
God.
Nightmare's down to half HP, but I have to highlight that in the last game, this was exactly the same situation. Horsemen had one of their tanks down to half HP and a little bit down strength, and here comes the focus fire.
My God.
As Gorilla goes down to half HP, they need to focus down GRB before he gets away again. This is exactly what happened last time. Can they do it this time? Nightmare still half HP, still some missed shots.
Horsemen is now backpedaling as they are forced to secede just a little bit of ground, but they do get Guanren out of the game first. They take first blood for this game.
Absolutely playing amazingly this time, Horsemen. They're focusing down no one, but they're doing the damage and not receiving it. This is a lot better. Nightmare's down to one more shot, out of position and tracked. He can go down. Yes, there he goes. There is down.
Game number 4 is looking. Game number 4 is looking absolutely brilliant for Horsemen. We hear the crowd going wild. We see 234 coming off of GRB, 238 off of Flying Unicorn in exchange for that bit of damage. 245 off of ELONG CN. Excuse me, nice ELONG. And then we've got Horsemen's Flying Unicorn taking a little bit more, and 239 off of Gorilla. We see an exchange going so strongly in favor of Horsemen.
Horsemen are doing it. They're down to 1,000 HP total ELONG. Everyone's a one-shot apart from 40. I'll say one-shot. He survives with nothing before reflection. Does not reflect the shot. Gets blown up. Take him out of the action.
Whoa.
Goes down. 2 left against 7. And this is exactly what Horsemen needed to be doing. And GRB is able to withdraw. Can he get the second shot off? Yes, he can. Great shooting by him, but he gets return revenged. Now it is 5 versus 1. The first time the Horseman is far ahead, but Flying Unicorn is taken out of the skies before the game is ended.
Going down, but going down swinging. We do have Horsemen taking that with 4 tanks remaining on the battlefield.
Crazy horses.
Yeah.
Okay, 3-1 again. They've saved the embarrassment of the 4-0 victory. Exactly like yesterday. They went 3-0 down and then 3-1. Horsemen seem to be really good in this time where they're in a bit of a down position. They seem to revel in it. They always get this one. But the next map is going to be Steps.
Yep.
And just before we go there, we're going to give the players a little bit of a break. So we'll be back in 5 minutes for the conclusion of this battle. Don't go anywhere.
We'll see you guys in just a sec.
Hello and welcome back. That was an exciting first map. Sorry we took 2 minutes longer than we said we would. We had a tiny little problem, but we've all fixed it now, and we're almost ready to go in the next battle. So, how are you guys liking this? Absolutely fantastic first game. A few mistakes by the Horsemen, but they're getting there. Are they fixing their mistakes? Do you think they've got a chance in the next battle?
I think they are doing getting better. That they start to know. Okay, if you want to use the TV4. You have to show up a turret. Don't go out with your whole body. But if you set up a defensive position, you need some sniper for you. That's it. So on the last match, they're doing pretty nice there. So they won that one.
But can we throw this out there that maybe, just maybe, it was ELONG playing badly in that last map instead of the Horsemen getting better. I mean, the Horsemen have been doing pretty standard the entire time. Maybe it was ELONG playing poorly because, I mean, Horsemen were calmer, they set back, and this time ELONG attacked the Horsemen. Okay, and this time it worked out really badly for ELONG. So maybe ELONG are suffering when they're defending.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel that even the ELONG, they do much better than yesterday. I don't know why. Maybe today they know they got to win, so they're not much more focused today compared to yesterday.
Indeed.
All right, what do you think, Breaker?
I think that last win on, that last win on Prokhorovka is going to give them that maybe a little bit more of a boost of confidence going into this. I don't feel like they don't look personally defeated in their booths. Part of them is like, how do I say this? I've been in tournaments before, amateur stuff. Of course, prize money's only $50 US, different game titles, different era. And I remember having that feeling. I'll explain in a minute.
Oh, steps here. Alright, we are back in game number 5. The second map, first round, we do see the Horsemen on the defense again. ELONG seems to be much more comfortable on the offensive.
Everyone seems to be going for ELONG in the chat. Everyone's rooting for them. I just want to explain. I feel like the feeling on the the expressions on Horseman's face right now is they just want it to be over. Win, lose, or get out of the way. They just want it to be over with.
I'm not so sure. I feel that, oh wait, we got a mistake straight away. Guan gets hit twice. He might get taken out, but I think he's back in the cover. That was almost a critical mistake. Great prediction from the Horsemen. They knew exactly where he was going to be. Good job.
Yeah, they know they cannot set a spotter there, so if someone was spotted, just shoot him.
Yeah, they had pre-aimed that bush. They didn't see him. They just knew he would be there. Great shooting.
I mean, they learned that from playing against ELONG yesterday. They probably took the replays home. Who knows? Maybe they just looked at the VOD and they thought, oh, okay, so here's one of the things that we can abuse from them that we didn't notice in day one. Let's take advantage of that.
All right, well, we have a T-32 on the field. It's very common for this map. You guys don't know, T-32 is incredibly common for the defenders to take, not only for the extra HP, but for the turret armor, to being able to defend using the slopes there in the east. Now, take us through the assault possibilities here for the ELONG, as they are having to go against this really entrenched defense. What do they have to do?
Okay. On this moment, I think the ELONG, they still want to use the defensive, capturing strategy. They want to use the capture to attract enemy out. But I think that Horsemen this time, it's not that easy to get the hook there. But I still have to watch how ELONG doing there, because maybe they want to mislead the enemy. They want to rush like north side or doing something like that. So this time, they totally spread out. Maybe they want to figure out the Horsemen, what the Horsemen doing first, and then they decide their new strategy here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on actually. I don't think I've seen ELONG's strategy before. I'm not entirely sure what their intentions are. Wow, actually, some damage off there. They actually collided again. Horsemen have collided, I think, in 3 of their battles so far. That's not good. Their awareness is pretty low, and they're sharing damage with themselves, which isn't a good sign of their nerves being well. But I think it's going to be a 2-push strategy. They're going to have the guy in the north covering them as they put cap pressure in cap 1 and then send the rest of them in interference down the south. They're probably going to go for the fighting victory, so the guys in the first clamp on the left, you see the blue dots going quite near that, they're probably going to be there to lure out Horsemen into the opening, while the south guys go round to the east and flank. So I think ELONG are going for the fighting victory and not the capping victory, and they're right now just waiting for enough time to pass so they can do some light damage with snipes. I could be wrong though, because we do see their tanks repositioning in the center.
Yeah, but right now the ELONG looks like they want to rush from the southeast. But on this moment, most of the Horsemen are already on the north side. So if they figure out ELONG was rushing, maybe they cannot rush the other side.
Okay.
Or T-32 is coming back.
They
Oh.
are getting ready to
Yeah.
pile in from all directions. Is ELONG.
I don't agree with this. They need to put the cap pressure on to lure out the Horsemen, I think. At least give the option of capping if the Horsemen completely ignore it. But no, it's indecision, I think. ELONG are arguing over what they should be doing because 3 minutes left isn't all that much time.
Oh. If they capture right now, I feel ELONG want to use the capture and attract enemy. On that moment, they can push the south side to north. But right now, for the Horsemen, for their best strategy is if someone capture, just rush out and kill everybody on the north side. Because they already know someone on the north, right? On the north, on the south right now. You know.
And there's the cap pressure. There it was. At 2 minutes 45, the cap pressure begins.
ELONG is notorious for their flank tactics. What they're doing is putting pressure on that capture zone, trying to force a good number of horsemen to go out there and deal with that, and maybe then just attack from the rear in the south, the direction that they may not be facing or pre-rotated towards at
That's
this moment.
exactly what we were predicting earlier in this match, and that's exactly what is happening. It just happened a lot later than we expected. So 2 minutes 20 on the line. We have this exact strategy happening. Horsemen are not taking the bait right now, but they might actually lose the capture if they don't go forward. 60 seconds left.
Yeah,
It's a slow rotation.
But they know there is only one capture, so they got 60 seconds to making a decision. So they're not that hurry, I think.
There's Colin. It's 1 versus 3. Colin's getting a rude wake-up call as he's greeted by 3 members of ELONG. But, oh my god, Reflection takes a bigger chunk of damage first. 630 for 515, 476, and now we've got Horsemen doubling back. It's a double-ended capture right now. 13 seconds to go on the original one at capture point 1. Capture point 2.
I think this is a big mistake from ELONG unless this capture works. And it looks like
Oh,
Horsemen
it's a
gets a
reset.
reset, so that is good. But it's still heavy pressure. Horsemen have taken a lot of damage, so ELONG took a lot of damage, but Horsemen somehow are losing the fight. Even though they outnumbered their opponent, they didn't react to the cap, they've taken far too much damage. Reflection takes a little bit of damage, but the damage focused on Gorilla. One more shot and he will go down. Same as them, yes, Rex goes down as well. 7 seconds left, they have to now sprint for the cap zone, but even still, they'll lose the fight. Again, Horsemen dropping the ball on the fight.
Amazing shield tactics coming from ELONG. And this is not the first time they've done it, but the first time they've done it successfully for a capture that I've
Huge
seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, but
Huge
you know,
disappointment.
because the Horsemen already know someone on the south. When capture start, they should rush to the north first, because of when ELONG still have 3 on the south. They don't know how many on the south on that moment, but you got everyone on the north. You still got a nice chance to
I
win.
thought ELONG completely screwed that up. Their attack on the south happened way too early. Horsemen hadn't moved. So I was like, well, Horsemen's plan is clear. They've just sent everyone but the T-32 down south. The T-32 will sacrifice himself to get the reset. Everything's good. Everyone's a winner. And then they didn't do anything. They didn't reset the cap. They didn't engage in the south.
Yeah.
And then ELONG overwhelmed them in the south and then moved up and overwhelmed them in the north. And I was like, well, what was the Horsemen doing? Can you answer that?
I feel like maybe the straight-off right decision would have been to send everything, no, not everything that they've got at ELONG at capture point 1, but I mean, it was ultra, how do I say this? It was strong play by ELONG, but even bigger mistakes. Even more important was the mistakes coming from Horsemen that cost them this game. I think it's nerve issues again.
Well, it's too late for them. It's 4-1 now. Match point for ELONG. This is the last chance to loon for the Horsemen. Can they ride into town, into the sunset, or are they going to be slaughtered for burgers? We will find out if that's going to happen in the next battle, because simply, if they do not win this, they are no longer going to the grand finals. They have literally 0 chance, and then we're going for pride. ELONG versus Arete in the finals. And if that happens, it's a win for pride, simply put, because if Arete lose and ELONG win, both of them are equal in points for the grand finals. So they represent Asia equally. So Arete is fighting for pride and money, and that is it. So, focusing on this game, Horsemen need to do something elaborate. They need to do something amazing, because ELONG right now are looking much stronger.
That's absolutely right. I mean, as I've said before, Horsemen, this is not the first time they've been on thin ice and gotten off of the pond safely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm not going to be surprised to see something like that. I would be excited to see something like that. I would love to see something like that. I'm pretty sure our audience back here would equally as much love to do that. We've been hearing them go crazy every time the hometown heroes take, just make the plays happen. Not
But
win the
they
game
haven't
necessarily.
made the plays, so we've only heard them twice.
Only three times, I think. 3 times.
Oh, is it 3 times? Okay, well, Edison, what do the Horsemen have to do? I mean, I keep asking you this question, but they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Explain.
I have to say that today, on that moment, I think their commander is somewhat, make a late decision. So on that, they got really nice chance. They know someone's capturing. They know someone's on the south side. They just make a decision. Who you want to charge?
Indecision.
Absolutely charge the side for capturing. Always, because if we win the south, you're gonna lose the capture circle. That's
And
it.
they ended up
Yeah.
losing both battles due to indecision. That means you need to make sure when you're playing, you make a decision, you stick with it. A bad plan done well is much better than a good plan done badly. So, Horsemen's last chance saloon. They have to win this, else they are out. They're going home. They're made into burgers. They are absolutely failed. I think that's the best way to put it. They need to at least get another victory here.
Right, and at this stage, we just heard the crowd give out their last cheer for Horsemen. They're going to go riding into this guns blazing, and they are hoping that Horsemen will get the win.
Well, it is their first assault on this map, which could be... Wait, they actually know...
No, this is the second...
They're still defending.
Yeah.
So their last battle lasted a long time. I thought that they had already played 2. But okay, this time we get ELONG with a big assault in the north. Again!
Guanren.
It didn't help them last time, but they need every little bit of help. Okay, explain this process. These guys heading to the north, what are they trying to achieve, those 3 tanks, ELONG, in C1?
Okay. The point is for spot someone. If someone stand on the A5 and trying to sniper anyone close the railroad, but they just waiting for there if someone come here. But no one come here. Horsemen don't want to do any risky strategy there because they know if they just simply engage, maybe they're gonna lose on the personal skill, lose on the person.
Maybe that's what it
fight.
is. I mean, they have trumped ELONG a few times yesterday when it came to personal skill, but you're right. Today they have too many people missing shots, and Black is on fire. He's not literally on fire, but he's been playing very well today. Absolutely. Nightmare not as good as yesterday. I think he's taken a bit of a step back, but Black is playing absolutely fantastically. Anyway, we're looking up on this. We have yet another standoff game. ELONG are not taking any chances. They're deciding instead to sit back and play this one casually.
Yeah, I think ELONG gonna send a light tank like T-37 go to the capture circle, and when they get Horseman's attention, they gonna rush through the south side to east to get someone lost on the base.
I honestly think they should do the same strategy they just did. 2 guys in the north to put pressure on the cap, maybe a third there, and then push in the south. But it looks like they realize they won the south battle so well that they're actually just going to fully commit. One guy in the cap, everyone else, I mean, they're going to put Black in the cap. Everyone else is just going to completely commit to the south. That could be an interesting battle.
I also feel like they could send more tanks that they need to deal with Guanren, and that's going to just really lighten up the defense that ELONG is going to be met with when they charge in from the south. We're talking about all but 1 tanks going to the south end for ELONG.
Yeah,
I feel like
they're gonna charge it.
Yeah, this spells a recipe for destruction if we see Horsemen overreact to this.
This is hilarious. The distraction from the north. Like, look at me. I'm in the north. We've got pleas in the north. This is incredible. Cheese on a stick. Look at us. But the bait isn't taken. ELONG again redeciding what they're going to do. They only have enough time for 1 more redirection of play. I feel with 3 minutes 40, they can't really do any more indecision. They need to pick their tactic and go with it. Because otherwise, someone of the Horsemen might escape their battle, and they'll lose by just timeout. And remember, they're on the assault right now. Here comes the capture, though. Cap pressure is coming out from ELONG against Horsemen, trying to draw them out, as we said. Will the Horsemen react correctly this time, or will they not? Edison, how should Horsemen be reacting right now?
Okay, on this moment, ELONG trying to go to the south and spot someone. That means they're gonna take the enemy's attention, and they want to make a fake, the hook, the misleading to them or someone on south right now. But actually, they move their main force to the north side, waiting for Horsemen coming.
Yeah, they are. This is, oh my god, this is such an ambush.
Man, Black and Knight are moving in from the south. I think both, if not one, going to try and make the plays happen. Is this going to work for or against ELONG is the question. There's no one moving to intercept that capture just yet.
Oh, but they've already bladed them out.
Yes.
Look at the positions, out of position. We've already got the Unicorn down to half HP. There is a move in the south. They might do a bait and switch. They might start capturing the southern base instead. But there is a defender up there who's just been spotted. But Spencer pokes over, lighting up the T-37. I'm not entirely sure if that's particularly useful right now.
In that position, I don't believe Horsemen possesses the high ground advantage, but here comes the fight as we do have ELONG rushing in. They were pre-rotated, 235, 242, 232 as the numbers pop up on your screen. We've got GRB just rushing in there, but it's going to be Gorilla that's going to fall first.
Absolute fantastic focus fire. It's two of the tanks go down for Horsemen. ELONG have them surrounded. This is what we talk about the horse sandwich. Their HP's running low, but the Horsemen are dying in droves. Their top two tanks, one shot from death, one goes down, two goes down, and the third, Colin, very low indeed. He's going to be taken out of the fight. Will it be a ram kill? No, it won't be. ELONG, such a strong position. It looks like they are really wanting to go against Arete for their second chance. They lost yesterday, and they want to get revenge.
And revenge has been had. It's only Nunn and Spencer TW left on the screen. This is all but over for Horsemen at this moment. They are slated for third prize as we have Fox TS chasing down Nunn. Nunn trying to shake him as best he can, but it just can't be done. We've got one tank remaining now for Horsemen.
But the
Spencer
capture
TW.
is 20 seconds away, so regardless of what happens, GG well played. Horsemen are your number 3 seed for the tournament. ELONG are definitely going through to the grand finals. Congratulations to ELONG, but we get to find out soon who is the best team in Asia. Is it Arete or is it ELONG? I cannot wait. But before that even happens, we will be seeing a 3v3 crowd match after this, so don't go anywhere for that. Edison, what happened to Horsemen?
Oh, I think, on this map, Horsemen doing like normal level, but ELONG doing really superior. They doing a lot of back attack, trying to mislead your enemy, but Horsemen cannot realize that, and because they do not put really nice goal position, they don't know where is enemy right now, so they're just on the hook. And ELONG on their just something like on their plane. Like plane A is this one, and plane B is this one, and you just got that.
Yeah, they were much more decisive. I feel ELONG's strategies were really solid, really sturdy, and I have to say that they're going to be coming off playing today, where Arete haven't played today. They're obviously warming up, but they've not been on stage, so I'm actually worried for them. I feel that ELONG are in a really strong position, but don't forget the tournament is going to have a 3v3 crowd battle. So if you guys were actually here, you would actually have a chance to be on stage in the player's position, having a 3-on-3.
Well, Horsemen, they did lose this. I feel like maybe in many realistic ways they perhaps predicted that they would finish here. They're in third prize. I think that how do I say this? Everyone kind of expected this at the end of the day, but give them a huge round of applause going into the 2015 competition year, guys.
All right.
They put it up their best.
Exactly, they did. They go home. Unfortunately, they are the local team, so congratulations, but commiserations. For everyone at home, we will be having the 3v3 stream next, so don't go anywhere. Load up tanks, have a few battles, keep us in the background, and we will let you know when the next battle starts. See you soon.
Absolutely.